Welcome back to Views with User Jennifer News. This is Jerome Houston. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So now we're seeing right now what was predicted to happen before starting to come into fruition. Okay, so Bud Light has started with their layoffs. All right, Bud Light has started with the layoffs. Now, so far, as far as I know, they started with the executives being laid off, if not the lower levels. Okay, so Anheuser-Busch is planning to lay off hundreds of employees after the disastrous partnership with Dylan Mulvaney, who's the transgender activist, social media star from Instagram and TikTok, which caused Bud Light, once America's favorite beer, to lose the top selling position to Modelo. Now, the CEO, Brendan Whitworth, who is basically now the sole blame for this now, announced the decision to reduce about 2% of the company's U.S. workforce. This amounts to approximately 380 staff members losing their jobs out of roughly 19,000 employed in the U.S. Now, Whitworth had also stated that the decision to eliminate the positions in the corporate organization was difficult but necessary to ensure long-term success for the company. Now, this is all done, and I'm going to get back into it, because the fact that all stemming from the fact that he refuses to say that he's sorry. He refuses to apologize for the particular partnership in fear of losing out on those who are, also politically biased on the left. But instead, he actually lost favor for those who are both on the right as well as those who are on the left. Okay, and this comes to show why Bud Light should not be getting into anything political. Okay, but other than that, the restructuring aims to simplify and reduce organizational layers. However, it's important to note that the frontline workers like brewery and warehouse staff, drivers, and field sales representatives will not be affected by the layoffs, at least not yet. Now, the company has been facing significant challenges since the controversial partnership with Dylan Mulvaney in April, and as a result, Anheuser-Busch's market value plummeted by more than $27 billion, and the top two executives have taken a leave of absence, one of them being Leslye. Bud Light, and it was also revealed that they've been fired. Now, Bud Light, although still the leading beer brand by volume, has fallen to the second spot in terms of dollar sales, with Modelo taking the top position. And I'm pretty sure there's a pretty number of other brands of the beer that's catching up with them. Now, a YouGov poll revealed that the public approval of Bud Light decreased significantly, causing the brand to fall out of the top 10 beers in the U.S. Now, while the proportion of Americans who liked Bud Light remained the same, other rival beers gained popularity, pushing Bud Light's relative approval down. And this includes Guinness, Corona, and even Heineken being the top three most liked beers in 2023, according to the survey. Now, the controversial partnership with Dylan Mulvaney drew criticism from both conservative and liberal drinkers, leading to boycotts and decline in sales. Now, in contrast, Modelo's sales increased during the same period, indicating a shift in consumer preferences. Now, ultimately, the decision of laying off employees is a response to the company's declining performance and efforts to position itself for future success in the highly competitive beer market. All of this done for the sake of ESG. All of this done for the sake of, pushing a political narrative when there shouldn't have been a narrative to begin with. Just simply the only agenda that should have been out there is to sell the product itself. Now, what happened? You lost not only those who are leaning right, but also those who are leaning left. Those who are leaning right because of the fact that they decided to go and take a political turn with their opposing viewpoints, which is the large consumer base, as well as what the former VP of marketing, Leslye, said about the consumers, calling them bratty and fratty and making them butterfly jokes and everything, as well as those who are on the left for not defending Dylan Mulvaney. Okay, but now we see here that Bud Light as a company is failing and starting to falter, because remember, the first level to take a big effect were those who were the bottle makers for the company. About 600 jobs have been lost for those particular companies that are in the southern parts of the U.S. And now we see that there are those who are in the executive positions who are going ahead and then just basically they're being laid off. all because of the fact that the current CEO, who I wouldn't be surprised that will be the soon to be CEO, refuses to apologize. And I also saw him making the rounds on the media, including CBS, where when he's asked several different questions, he never takes accountability. He always gives responses and answers that deflect, that doesn't take a look upon him, and he always often dodges the questions. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. What do you think is next for the company? Do you think that the lower level positions, like those who are working in the factories, as well as on the front line, those who are the distributors and the are going to be affected, and the drivers, are they going to be laid off as well? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video also. And also, if you enjoyed what I shared in the video, go ahead, smash the like button, share far wide across social media. And if you have done so already and you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.